So, at the time of me recording this, Mario Party Jamboree has been out for practically a month, and because of my good buddy Xavier64, I've had the opportunity to play the game quite a bit, and I've developed some opinions over that span of time. I don't know if Mario Party Jamboree is your favorite game, if it's your least favorite, or what your opinion is on it, but I'm going to quickly go through 5 of what I think are the worst things about the game, and 5 of what I think are the best things in the game. If you think these should be placed differently, or if there's one you think I should have included but didn't, or vice versa, then please leave a comment down below and let me know just how badly I messed up, but until then, let's get into it. Also, just as a note, I am completely winging this script-wise, so please bear with me here. Alright, I'm gonna go through all the bad stuff first just to get it out of the way so we can spend more time focusing on the good stuff, but trust me, I'm probably gonna be talking for a long time about the bad stuff. The first one I'm going to talk about is honestly just the entirety of that one paratroopa game mode. I don't even know what it's called, it'll probably be on screen, but this mode just... why? Why does this exist? First of all, the amount of effort you are going to put into this mode, you might as well be doing an actual workout. You might as well just have walked down the street to your local gym and signed up for that and have been doing an arm workout as opposed to playing this game. I played this game twice with Xavier64 and my arms were on fire by the time we were done with this minigame. Plus, it honestly isn't even necessary to be in the game. I mean, yeah, I get flying around is cool, but like, could they have not have found a less restrictive or painful way to do this minigame? It just feels kind of thrown in here. Yeah, it's a good idea, but like, why? Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about are 3 of the items that I absolutely hate. You might think these are totally fine, and that's totally fine, but I'm just going to talk quickly about 3 of the ones that I absolutely hate. The first one being the Bowser phone. Like, the ability to straight up just sick Bowser on anybody you want is absolutely stupid. Like, Bowser always pretty much has a chance to steal a star from you or steal a shit ton of coins from you, so the fact that you can just do this at any given point to anybody you want is absolutely broken. Just like the next thing I'm going to be talking about, which is the golden pipe. This is honestly broken too. And some people are going to be sitting there going, well, 25 coins is a lot of coins. Not really. By the time you unlock the ability to even buy a golden pipe, you're gonna have enough coins. Like, unless you've been absolutely screwed over the entire time, you are going to have enough coins to buy it. Like, that's just not even a debate. You can easily use it to screw over whoever you want, and I've had both real players and CPUs screw me over with it before. I've also been screwed over a lot by something else, which I'll talk about in a second. But the third item I want to talk about quickly is the markup sticker. The only reason I'm even pointing this out is because it kind of just sucks in general. It's not broken, but like, it kind of just overall sucks. What it does is it basically makes, for the rest of your turn, it basically makes it so whoever you choose to use it on, everything they buy is double price. Which sounds stupid, and which sounds pretty alright, but then again, as I said before, people get a lot of coins in the game, and if you know what you're doing and you win minigames and you're just decent at Mario Party or decent at pressing buttons in general, you're gonna have a decent amount of coins. So honestly, even if you get to a star and you have to pay 40, like, who cares? You're probably gonna have enough for it. Unless it's really early game, like, you're gonna have enough. Also, if you're like the 3rd or 4th player in the turn rotation, it's kind of pointless. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is just the general length of some of these minigames, specifically ally minigames, which I have another problem with entirely. But I'm just going to talk about some of the other minigames. I'll put some of the minigames on screen because I'm too stupid to actually remember the name of a lot of them, but some of them are way too short and some of them are way too long. Like, a lot of these minigames feel like they're longer than playing the friggin' board half the time. And the other ones that are short feel like they're over in literally 5 seconds and you need more time to even process what the hell you're doing. I could sit here and talk about how I don't like some minigames or I do like some minigames, but that is sheerly opinion based and you can make your own opinions in the comments below. So I'm just going to move on specifically to the allies, specifically their mechanics. Who at Nintendo was smoking crack when they made this game? Allies in this game are the dumbest shit ever. You go through all this effort to get to them. You go through all this effort to play a minigame that you literally could have booked a flight, done your taxes, and taken a 3-week nap for, and still the minigame isn't finished. Not even considering that, you don't even have to be the one to trigger the minigame to get the ally. Say I'm playing as Yoshi, right? And Toad triggers Wario as an ally. If I win the minigame, boom, there goes all of Toad's hard work, even though he got an extra bonus at the beginning. It's so stupid. And yeah, they give you little abilities, which I will talk about in a minute. But, like, the thing that pisses me off is not the fact that they can give you 2 stars instead of 1. It's not the fact that they have little abilities. It's the fact that someone can walk right by you and take them, even though you did all the work and you won the minigame. What is the point of wasting so much of your valuable time and effort winning a minigame that is 3 millenniums long, winning an ally that's not even that useful, only for someone to take your hard-earned work in the span of like 3 seconds? Not only does this invalidate the person who activated the minigame even more, but it invalidates the person who won the minigame because lol, you can just walk right by and take them, and skip all the effort of doing the minigame. Who was smoking crack at Nintendo? Who was it? I bet it was you. And the next thing and last thing for the bad stuff I'm going to talk about is just the motion minigames in general. With the Wii, when it first came out, I was still not really that big of a fan of motion minigames. They were what they were, and it's fine, I guess. But the fact that most, if not all, of the minigames in Mario Party Jamboree that are motion-based, they're so unresponsive. One of my least favorite minigames is Hammer at Home, I believe it's called. Again, I'm not looking at the screen really right now when I'm recording this, but I believe it's called Hammer at Home, where you have to hold your hand in a fist motion and then do an arc to try and hammer it down. And I understand what the point of the minigame is, but every single time I play it, no matter where I am in relation to the Switch, it just doesn't work. It doesn't respond. And it's not like I can do anything about it. It's not like the controllers have drift. It's not like I'm far away. No, it just doesn't fucking work. Like, it straight up just doesn't work. I don't even know what to say. Anyway, I could sit here and blabber on and on about a bunch of motion minigames that I don't like and that take way too long. Rosalinas. But I'm going to start talking about some of the good stuff, because there are some good things about this game. And the first thing I want to point out is just obviously the graphics. They look absolutely amazing. I will give Nintendo credit on this. They usually bump up their graphics with each iteration of each game, and they keep topping themselves each time. So I will give them that. But the next thing I want to talk about is the map design, because I feel like out of a lot of Mario parties, this one definitely has some of the best map design. I mean, there are some things that I don't understand why they're there, like that weird laser beam in the one level. You can tell I'm really smart, right? Another one I'll quickly breeze over is the character selection. Like, in recent Mario parties especially, they've given us a lot of different characters to go with, and especially in this one, let me check my notes. There are 22 different characters you can play as, which is quite a lot, especially when you have a 4-character limit. Like in a lot of the other Mario parties, it's just absolutely nuts. The last thing I'll quickly run over is just the abilities for the allies. This, in my opinion, is the only part of the allies that isn't absolutely stupid. They each give you little abilities when you get them, and it's randomly generated. A lot of people hate RNG, but I honestly don't mind it in most cases. Here, it just randomizes what ally you get, but each one gives you their own little ability, and some are better than others, yeah, but like, it's not like you having an ally is going to make your job any harder, or it's not going to make your experience any worse. Like, they're all going to be helpful. Like, for example, when you get Mario, whenever you roll the die, he'll add a random number from 3 to 8 to the result, so if you roll a 10, there's a chance you could get an 18 instead of a 10. Or if you have Luigi, the other Mario brother, and you roll a low number, he'll attempt to make it higher, which could actually help you quite a lot. With Peach, stars cost half of what they usually do, Daisy, items cost half of what they do, Wario gives you coins before you hit the die, Waluigi steals coins from anybody you pass while you're moving, Rosalina gives you a random item before you hit the die, and Bowser Jr. sets a half-coin steel trap in whatever spot you land on, which, yeah, they're honestly great. I wish the rest of the ally would have been designed like this. So yeah, I seriously hope I didn't blabber on for too long. And whenever the next Mario Party game comes out, I just say I hope the mini games and the allies are designed better. But Other than that, I hope you learned something and I hope you laughed a little bit.